Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at yet again the secret Pokemon for the Master Premier, and that is going to be Arcanine. Let's get it. 100% IV, level 40. We're going to be going with Fire Fang, Wild Charge, and Psychic Fangs. Now it does have plenty of great charge moves as we're going to take a look at here. So let's see what you could potentially go with. You probably want Psychic Fangs. Bulldoze, probably want to go with Crunch. You can also go with Flamethrower. I just found it to have Wild Charge to be a nice option for these potential Gyarados, as you're going to see here. Take a look. Take a look. If we didn't have this, then GG's to our Arcanine. This was a miss swap, by the way. Okay. Down they go. They have 2 shields. So we did debuff ourselves by 2 stages in our defense. So in goes the Snorlax here. Can we get to a Psychic Fangs? And we do. Looks like we maybe have gotten a CMP tie here. Let's see if they throw right away. And yes, it was. Fantastic. We got higher attack. Looking great here. So we did lower the defense. Arcanine put in the work for us. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. They still got 2 shields. Bringing in the Gyarados to do even more damage since we did lower their defense here. And we're looking great. Still on the verge of thinking I'm not going to win. This is my first battle, right? So we're going to see a 5-0 for the first set. Going right into this. Hit the ground running. Went in with the team that I did use with Arcanine last season for the premiere. And I mean, this thing is still holding up great. Love this thing. So if you do have a shield or 2 towards the end, you're going to probably sweep up. Unless you encounter a Gyarados with Waterfall, that's probably a wrap. I mean, you could do some damage to Dragonite with Wild Charge too. But Gyarados with Waterfall, you're pretty much going to be going down. So unbelievably, getting to the superpower here. What in the heck is this? And taking the win? Are you serious? Still holding onto a shield. Let's go. Building up to that 2 charge moves. I do believe that's what they're doing. All right, next battle, we don't have a great lead up against Haxorus. This is technically a counter to Snorlax to some degree because of the counter. We don't really have to worry about that Night Slash, but if they do get the attack boost, that's pretty much a good game to me, and I might as well just back out right away. Not quite, but it's not going to be looking great, right? So they're not shielding up, which is perfect. We do have the Gyarados, which is going to be able to kind of destroy them, and unfortunately we're not able to get to the Body Slam. They under tap, so they can probably get to another charge move. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that was just the way it was. Alright, so they're going to be swapping and locking themselves with their Magnezone, and we swap into our Arcanine. Now we still have 2 shields. Now I didn't shield this up, but I meant to. But thank goodness I didn't, because it was a bait. Let's go. Are you freaking kidding me? Shielding up the Wild Charge, and they're swapping into a Metagross here. Okay, let's go, buddy. Let's get it. Like I said, as long as you have 1 shield, you're going to be looking great. Now, the reason why he wants Psychic Fangs is because of the Steel meta. So you can simply lower their defense. And I mean, if you're thinking, well, there's this Steel meta, don't you want to go with like Flamethrower or Bulldoze or maybe even Crunch, I guess, because Metagross here? Sure, but I just found this to be a better solution. So we can farm down, come out of this with energy, and hit the Wild Charge up against the Magnezone. Although we could have probably just Fire Fang down and taken the win there. So we're going to see a lot of people backing out after they realize, you know what, this Arcanine is going to destroy me. Okay, I can't do nothing with it. Exactly, let's get it. Alright, next battle, we have a decent lead here up against the Excadrill. They're going to be throwing right away. They're not even wasting any time to build up any extra energy. Throwing that Drill Run and swapping into a Melodic. Kind of took me a second to register what I should do here. It does have Dragon Tail, so we're going to go ahead and hit him with a Body Slam, do a little bit of chip damage, and swap into our Gyarados to go ahead and take control here. Blizzard is not going to KO. So that is okay here, and they're letting that go, dropping the defense. So we're going to be doing more damage with the Dragon Breath here. And Blizzard not quite KOing, and we take them out. Great. Are we going to be able to get to a charge move? Depends. I don't think they're going to be bringing in Excadrill. And it's going to be their own Gyarados, and unfortunately not. It does have Dragon Breath. So we are in a little bit of a crunch here, so we got to figure this out. Bringing in the Snorlax. Now, yeah, we need a shield to go up against Excadrill. That's it. There's no other way because it's going to one-shot Arcanine with Drill Run. So we got to look out for that, or pretty much one-shot it, right? So they immediately swap. So the Fire Fang is going to be doing a lot of damage here. They are going to get to a charge move. We're going to unfortunately have to shield this up, but that's okay. We are going to be able to start doing a lot of damage to the Snorlax here, going for the Psychic Fangs plus the Fire Fang plus, or sorry, the Gyarados. Yeah. Thought I said Snorlax. All right, so yeah. Getting that last shield, going for the next one, which is going to be doing a lot. Obviously, Fire Fang's not going to be doing any. Oh, they're using the last shield. Okay, great. Yeah, exactly. All right, pay attention. What the heck was... I was confused that they had 2 shields when I was doing this battle, and I'm confused now. Okay, yeah, they got 2 shields still, and I'm thinking, come on, survive, buddy. You got this. Yeah, Aqua Tail's not enough, and we take that win over here. Let's go. Thank you, Arcanine team. Let's get it. Next battle, we have a Metagross lead, which this whole entire team is good up against Metagross. Swapping into their own Gyarados, and we're going to be bringing in our own as well here. Unfortunately, it does look like they're going to be able to win this matchup. So, oof, I'm hoping they got a fairy type or something, or maybe even a double steal. So how this is going to work is we're not going to win this matchup. We're going to bring in Snorlax to farm them down, and it is either going to be either forced to be bringing back Metagross, right? Or whatever else they have in the back, maybe a fighter. But we'll have to see. Snorlax is generally good up against mostly everything, even up against fighters. I mean, you're still going to be doing a decent amount. They're getting to their charge move, unfortunately. Hopefully this is a Aqua Tail. Beautiful. Farming them down with a bunch of energy and still holding on to 2 shields. Bringing in a Chestnut. Oh, you already see where this is going. Yeah, you do. You know. You know it's good. We got a Grass and a Steel type over there. And Arcanine just waiting in the back with 2 shields. So I'm not going to shield up a thing. Arcanine's going to be able to handle both of these. We might get somebody backing out here. So let's see what happens. All right. So letting this go. Superpower. Yeah. They're going to swap immediately. We still have 2 shields. Looking great. Yep, it's over. That's a wrap. Firefang Arcanine said, let's take that win, baby. All right, next battle. What are we going to see? Another Metagross. Just a coincidence. I don't see these in the lead all the time when I have a different team. Okay, we'll take it. Not complaining. All right, so here we go. They are actually building up quite a bit of energy. We're going to go for the Body Slam as so we do not lower our defense. And we'll be letting this Meteor Mash go here. It's not going to be enough to take us out, and they can't really farm us down. I mean, they can if they wanted like the double shield, but that lick is still going to be accumulating here. So we will unfortunately have to shield this up. And we're still going for a Body Slam. We want to come out of this with energy so we can kind of just destroy, or not destroy, but hit something with a Body Slam that hasn't been debuffed here. And they're bringing in a Chestnut. All right, you already see where this is going again? Yeah. Unfortunately, though, they're going to be able to build up a good amount of energy here. So we don't want to bring in our Gyarados. Frenzy Plant does too much. We're just going to go ahead and bring in Arcanine. Force them to go Superpower and then swap here. Let's see what they're going to bring in. It's going to be a Mamoswine, which is going to be taking a ton of damage from our Fire Fang as well. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Psychic Fangs, and this is how we're going to play this out here. I was kind of thinking, what should I swap? Oh, no, we're staying right where we're at. They used up all their energy on the Chestnut, so we're going to farm them down. We have a Psychic Fangs ready to go, and that's a wrap here. That's a wrap. Arcanine putting in the work. I'm telling you what, it just requires a shield and you're going to be looking good to go. And another back out, and that's going to be our 5-0 for the first set that we did using it here, coming back with it. Well worth the investment for this cup here. Love to use it, and it's always fun to use things outside of the meta. So let's go. Arcanine is one of those, I was going to say legendaries, but not quite. It's supposed to be. It was on the thing in the first episode. What's good? Alright, anyways, next battle, we have a Shadow Snorlax. Don't really like this, and I'm assuming they're going to go right for Superpower here and swap. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Bringing in their Gyarados, building up a little bit of extra energy, waiting to see what they have. Okay, it's Waterfall, great. We'll bring in our own Gyarados here, and we're looking fantastic. Since we do resist their Waterfall, we're going to be able to win this matchup, especially because we did get off the Body Slam, but they did build up a decent amount of energy before we did bring in our own Gyarados, so they are going to probably be able to get to another charge move. No, that's enough to take them out. Great. Bringing back that Snorlax, fantastic. Unfortunately, a Body Slam is going to be enough to take us out with that Shadow. Yeah, I could have went for Aqua Tail. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. It is what it is. Bringing back the Snorlax, they immediately swap into their Metagross. So we're going to go ahead and do a nice little bit of superpower damage here, and then bring in the Arcanine to have a little fun, and we still have 2 shields, and that's pretty much a wrap. Not quite. Their Snorlax is still looking pretty okay over there, and it is Shadow, so it is going to be doing a lot of damage. So it's not over until it's over. So let's see what we're going to do here. Unfortunately, shielding up a Meteor Mash, which is going to be resisted, and you can take that. Okay, you can take that hit quite nicely. So we let this one go. We call this one. Okay. So we kind of technically needed to shield up one and still doing a stupid amount of damage. Going for the Wild Charge, and we kind of needed to maintain that health because the Lick would have gotten us here, right? They're going to be able to lick us down. We still got 1 shield, and getting to the Body Slam, we're going to be able to take the one with the Snorlax. Let's go. This team is amazing. I'm telling you what, everything is doing great. Everything is doing great, but the Arcanine really is pulling it all together for us here. So we got a Chestnut lead. Okay, this is not great. They've got the advantage. They've got a fighter. Right, okay. No problem, no problem. It's okay. We're just thinking about what they could potentially have in the back. So they're weak to fire, right? Okay. Weak to fairy. So I'm thinking they got some sort of maybe steel type in the back, maybe a fairy in the back. We'll have to see. The meta is really so small when it comes down to it. There's plenty of Pokemon you can use to have fun. And I don't know, use your imagination, right? Don't just go with the same 5 handful of Pokemon. But I'm not gonna dig in there. We'll just leave it as it is. All right, bringing in our Gyarados up against their own Gyarados here. They hit us with that superpower, taking us out, and that's okay. Gonna go ahead and go for the crunch here and just hold it down. This is a Dragon Breath, so as long as we get rid of this thing, we're gonna be looking good, and Arcanine is gonna be able to just run amok. So we're gonna let this go and put all our hope into this, because we're gonna be able to farm them down here, as well as farm down that Chestnut. So let's see, I think they have energy, they have a Snorlax. Okay, we've seen this before, so we're gonna go ahead and start throwing the Psychic Fangs. We do not want to lower our defense at this point here. So we're doing a lot more damage with our Fire Fang, looking good. Arcanine still holding it down. We're going to have to shield this up because that's just simply going to do too much damage here. And since we know their Chestnut is not loaded with energy, we can go ahead and keep on going here. They swap. Can we farm them down? Yeah, we do. That's it. That's a wrap. That is a wrap here, folks. Arcanine, yet again, this is it. I mean, it's not even like, oh man, well, it did okay. The other Pokemon were kind of, you know, holding it up a little bit. It wasn't really doing too much, but it was doing something. No, this thing is really just putting in the work. It's really the star of the show. Next battle, met with a Gyarados. Great. This is exactly where we want to see it. And just do as much damage as we can, and potentially bring them down low enough to the point where we can just simply farm them down with Arcanine with a couple of Fire Fangs. And well, we got rid of that Water type. I don't think they would have another counter unless they did have some sort of an Excadrill, or they're going to swap and lock themselves in here with the Magnezone, which is going to be not very, or Metagross. Okay, all right, that's a nice catch. Not bad, not bad. But giving me a little bit of a head start on the Fire Fangs here. So we're going to have to call this. Is this going to be a Meteor Mash or an Earthquake? A Meteor Mash. It's unfortunate, but hey, it's okay. We're going to be getting shields out of them. Loaded up on energy here. Going to go for the Psychic Fangs right off the bat. That's just, it's almost better to do that. Yep, we got a Gyarados. There's really no point. I mean, what are we going to go? Wild Charge, debuff ourselves. Just go a double Psychic Fangs here. And now we're going to be able to just simply take them out even easier with our next Pokemon. Shielding up the Aquatail. Really going in here all in with the Arcanine, eh? Bringing back that Snorlax. Okay, a little bit of energy on that Gyarados. We've got to keep that in mind, but we're still sitting on a full Gyarados in the back here as well. I was trying to swap here, but was not able to, unfortunately, and we're just going to go down. Just let it go. It's okay. Bringing back the Snorlax here to kind of just put on the pressure. This is going to be a superpower. It's not going to be enough. Barely. Oh my goodness, we survive. Going to get off our own superpower, and then we're going to want to swap into our Gyarados here as soon as possible, take them out, and that is a wrap, and we take the win. Let's go. Do you see what's going on here with this team? Give it a shot if you have the investments to make on the Arcanine. As far as those IVs and which one you should invest in, that's up to you. Should you invest in the Shadow? You could, but you're definitely not going to be able to take a hit. All right, just letting you know, but you're definitely going to be dishing out that damage. As you can see, the regular one is just really drilling these Pokemon over here. All right, so up against Florges, they're going to be swapping into their Dragonite. We're going to be bringing in our Gyarados here. Yeah, Dragon Tail is going to hurt. Hopefully they let this crunch go, because if they do, we're going to be looking great. They can't really Dragon Breath us down at this point before we do as well. So yeah, they're throwing. Great. They're not going to be able to come out of this with energy. And at this point, we can bring in our Arcanine. So their Dragon, which is one of the biggest threats to it, is going to be out of the way here. And we're going to be able to gain some farm. We know they have a Florges, so what else you got in the back? Coming back in here with Florges. So there's something back there weak to Arcanine. I'm going to guess a Metagross or an Excadrill. Oh yeah, let's go. And letting the charge move go, calling that very nice. Gonna go for the Psychic Fangs here. Obviously, we do not want to debuff ourselves, and they really do not want us to pass this Florges here. So I'm gonna go ahead and shield this one up. That Drain Kiss did a decent amount of damage. Moonblast would have as well, and they got a Metagross. There you go. All you need is one shield to make sure you shield up the charge move, and you're going to be able to farm these things down, especially after you debuff their defense. Bringing in the Snorlax with energy, unfortunately, I didn't really remember how much it did have. This is going to KO. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. We kind of wanted to use it as a shield anyways. Farming them down, and that's about a wrap. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
you're finally here! Fantastic!